This is DTM of DeltaTangoMike.com, and this is the Artist King Podcast, episode number 8.
You're listening to the Artist King Podcast.
In this special edition of the Artist King Podcast, we feature hands-on advice on the business of art by world-renowned artist and art beats and lyrics curator, W. W's art business experience stretches across 20 years of art projects for Nike, Apple, Sprite, Converse, Pepsi, and Jack Daniels. For notes on today's podcast, visit thaxton.co and check out w.net and just W in all social medias. Please take a moment to find the Artist King Podcast and rate our program on your favorite platform: iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, and ArtistKingArchive.com. It's important that we hear from you and get your feedback and ideas. Artist King is yours, and we want you to benefit from the information shared here every week. The Artist King Podcast is made possible by our generous sponsors: the law offices of Deborah Gonzalez Esquire, VelocityScreenprint.net, RevolveSkate.com, O-Hub at Giant, Southside Sickest, Mix Manny Beats, The Biz Garage, Supernova South, and Sharpie Slam 2015. The biggest, baddest art event of 2015 is coming Wednesday, October 7, 6 to 9 p.m. 6 teams go toe-to-toe and only one will be crowned ATL Supreme Champ. Tickets now available at supernovasouth.org. Now on to our art business tips on media content for artists with W. So you're embarking on the podcast path.
Yes.
And I remember you telling me about videos that you were working on getting together some idea about videos.
Yeah. So
all of this seems like you're working on producing some content for different types of media.
Yes, content.
And so what's important about that? Where do you see that coming into play with your career?
Well, content is another example of how you can examples of how you can expand your brand. You know, you already do your thing. You're an artist, you're a designer, that's one thing. But now you can share your experiences and you can share your other things that you may be interested in to a wider audience. And that's when producing podcasts or producing videos comes into play. It's another way to let people know, hey, I'm here doing this is what I'm passionate about, and here's some information I've learned along the way. And this is a chance for people to engage with you because they're going to follow you on social media. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you can get them to follow you and be more interested in stuff you do. And not to mention, it just professionally can just lead to more opportunities. Now people know you as the guy that does this. Mm-hmm. So we may need a guy that does this to come talk to our people. Mm-hmm. So things like that. Or you may want to do more workshops. So that's what I think, that's where it's going for creative people, that you have to expand and just beyond the canvas or just beyond the digital or whatever, just to get your word out there and let people know that, hey, I'm a creative person, I make content, I produce art, I produce this, but this is what I do and this is what I'm passionate about.
So what are some examples of the things that you're going to share, the type of content you're going to share on these new channels?
Well, we want to promote a creative lifestyle, a creative lifestyle that, hey, you can do this for a living and you can have a lot of fun, you can make your money, you can do whatever you want to do, and we want to promote that and put it out there, and so a lot of the things we're going to talk about is like social media, how to navigate through that. That's one of the topics we have, as well as when to take a project, when to turn a project down, because we've all had projects. We all
when to turn it down.
Yeah, dude. There's some projects you got to let go. It may seem like a good idea, but when you think about it, you got to let it go. Or, and there's some projects you should say yes to. You're like, yes, do this. It may not seem like you want to right now, but you might want to consider doing this because this can really push the ball down the field some. So that's some of the topics, even down to like crazy art experiences. Things that get people, they're like 15 minutes long, and we get to the topic, you cover the issues, and then we move on to the next one. Hopefully we'll keep people listening, and
right.
Fan base will grow more.
Right. Now with the podcast that I do with Artist King, I use very simple smartphones and the regular software. Are you looking to start off with your podcast with top of the line machines and devices?
No, I'm not gonna have like the recording booth or anything like that. I think what most important thing is capturing a quality sound and just being able to edit, to the format it needs to be in. Really simple, really to the point. It should be able to fit in my backpack. You know, if I'm having a boom mic and all that stuff, and having to set up monitors and all that, that's a bit much because you got to be mobile. Because if you travel a lot, you can't just be walking around with all that stuff on you. So you know, just basic. Even the setups that you were showing me, which is awesome because it fits in your pocket.
Yeah,
you know, it fits in your pocket.
Yeah,
and you're still able to reach your audience. So that's what I've been researching different options, and we did some recording, and we used the Blue Yeti.
Okay.
And it worked fine. It sounds great. You know, it surprised me. And any editing software you can get is pretty good now because it's all doing the same thing. So you just get some editing software, chop it up the way you want to, and make it sound smooth, and export it as a MP3 and upload it and keep it moving.
Gotcha. All right. If I think let's see. Trying to think when we're gonna publish this. I forget. All right, so if people want to know more about the upcoming content you're going to publish, if people want to know more about the content you're going to publish soon, where do we go find more about you? And
yeah, hit me up on Instagram because I'm going to really be pushing it on there. It's @W, that's the @ of course, DUBELYOO, and I'm going to keep pushing things and putting it out there and letting people know what's up. I'm doing a lot of the interviews with Bessie Akuba, so she's going to be helping out. She's a writer for Huffington Post and Ebony and all that, so it's good to have some other input on that. So we're going to be interviewing people and putting it out there.
Send us feedback to dtm@artistking.org and subscribe to the Artist King podcast on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Spreaker.com, or ArtistKingArchive.com. This has been your Artist King podcast, and I am DTM of DeltaTangoMike.com, telling you to get out and learn so you can earn. Let go of the starving artist title and move into the thriving artist art life. See you next week.